I've been not feeling too good. Yesterday was my birthday. It was okay, relaxing. You understand what I'm saying? Enjoyed myself. Had a relaxing weekend. Been real sick last week, man. But I'm back. Been tapping into some shit. Somebody sent me something last night, right? And as always, the CW boy never fails. And they ain't saying there's no successful Crips or successful Bloods. Can you hear a motherfucker saying, I need the Crip doctor? He might be surprised, as well as society, that there are successful Crips and successful Bloods, and some are doctors and lawyers. They're just not letting you know that they used to be formal gang members and that they turned their life around. They don't have to advertise what they used to be. You understand what I'm saying? Most people's not proud of their past. Unlike Charleston White, that want to belittle everybody except belittling himself. Trust and believe, man. There's some successful gang members that started gang banging at the age of 14 when they got to high school and said, hey, man, you know what? This ain't the life I want to live. I want to go to college and I want to be successful, right? Reason I say that is I grew up in Compton. It's a lot of doctors and lawyers that grew up in Compton. And they grew up in them gang-infested neighborhoods. You understand what I'm saying? See, sometimes we get misconstrued listening to people like Charleston White that don't really speak on facts. He speak on hatred towards people, right? See, I'm gonna speak from my point of view. I'm a former gang member, turning my life around, trying to be responsible as well as positive in other people's lives. Excuse me, a positive role model, as I said, right? There's a whole lot of successful Bloods and successful Crips that got businesses. Well, why would they want to advertise, hey, I'm a former Crip, I'm a former Blood, for what? What is the purpose of that? Because Blood and Crip is not defining them. They being successful in their careers is what is defining them. You understand what I'm saying? Them is just journeys and paths that they chose to choose, that they took in life and transform their mind. We got to stop always pointing fingers at each other, trying to belittle each other. You understand what I'm saying? It's a trip on you. You get the boy Charleston White, he sit up and say, oh, that boy gonna end up telling. This motherfucker ain't this. Well, here a motherfucker gave somebody a gun and told on the motherfucker he gave the gun because they killed somebody. He wasn't a gang member when he caught the crime. He went to jail and became a gang member. See, where I come from, when you go to jail and you become a gang member, you become a gang member for one particular reason. When you're in custody, you need some form of protection. So the Crips was all right for Charleston White when he needed protection. Then you got the motherfucker like American Cholo and them. When they speak on Crips, they use this dude like he's the face of Crips. He's not the face of nothing but Busterism. You understand what I'm saying? This dude is a plague in our community that always trying to belittle us. We don't need people like that in our community, man. Whether y'all want to believe this or not, man, Charleston White is killing us softly. And he don't even know the reason why. He love to just pop off at his motherfucking gums. He got diarrhea at the mouth, y'all. Understand what? I was looking at old clipping, him and Skull and Auditola Moral. At somebody's show, and the brother said, man, this is my platform. Never once did you hear that brother tell Charleston White, hey, man, this is my platform, but I want you to tone down your disrespect, right? Because watch this, if Raymond was living, if Nifty was living, if Tookie was living, the homie Monster was living, believe me, man, half of the shit he's saying about them, he wouldn't say in their presence. Charleston White is a person that throw rocks in the crowd, and the crowd throw the rocks back. His favorite thing is 911. He's a paid informant. He get on YouTube to create controversy. His sidekick, the puppet. Everybody know who the puppet is, Fake Berry. He called that quality game. I don't see nothing quality about trying to belittle another black man or belittle another black woman, right? Charleston White is a bitter young dude. He's coming up in the world off YouTube, off his fans. But what I'm confused about is this. What woman can support a motherfucker that say he'll rape another woman, regardless of what color she is? What woman can say she support a motherfucker that rape another woman? What mother want to support a person to say fuck the kids but not saying fuck his kids? Man, that baffles me, man, on how we get so caught up into this dude rhetoric and people believe that he's speaking facts. Watch this, man. This dude, his biggest motherfucking problem is in this game of fame is coming to Los Angeles, meeting Skull, and Skull introducing this dude to mingling around Crips and Damus. And he took that and he ran with it. Instead of telling the truth, he been speaking a bunch of lies about what Crips is and what Bloods is, right? I seen him talking on one of his shows. He said, man, I see the kid crying, woo, woo, I'm gonna give the kids $100. But he can't be a perfect cameraman. Let's see what you act like, Charleston White, when the camera ain't on you. Because we all know you're a character, right? We all know half the shit that come out your mouth you really don't mean. We all know that you're really trying to throw daggers at people, then call the police on people, because that's what you do. You and numerous other busters on these motherfucking platforms that speak that negativity shit. Because I'm here to tell you once again, there are some successful Bloods and there are some successful Crips. Let's not get in the hype, man, that Crips and Bloods is not successful and they haven't turned their life around. They ain't got to advertise that they used to be a Crip. They ain't got to advertise that they used to be a Blood. You understand what I'm saying? I'm waiting to hear what he got to say about what happened to the young brother and Amigos that got shot in Houston. Because 2 months ago, he said rappers only get killed in LA. Him and a whole lot of other motherfuckers saying rappers only get killed in Los Angeles. It's only happened in Los Angeles. Another bad stigma they put on the city that I'm from. We got to grow up, man. I'm gonna extend my condolences to that brother that lost his life in Amigos in that dice game. I don't know what happened. Don't want to know what happened. All I can say is, hey, man, 99% of these dudes that's rappers is not gang members. Them dudes is projecting something that they're not. You know what I mean? I was just watching this movie, man, talking about Ball, Chris Brown, Birdman, Nick Cannon, and Buster Wack was in the motherfucker. You know, that's the first time I ever seen a dude and he wasn't running off at his mouth. Fucked me up. I was laughing because he wasn't talking. And it was a good movie because Nick Cannon played a role as an ex-Damu that wanted to keep this little Rexon in his community because they was trying to take it from up under him. And at almost the end, Birdman character was like, he understood what Nick Cannon was saying. It's a good movie. Wasn't what I expected, but it was all right. People, let's start learning how to love each other and respect each other. Let's not allow people like Charleston White, American Buster, or whack dudes like that now to take away from the community. It's on us to make our community better. It's on us to get our community in order. It takes a village to raise a child and take the village to keep the village intact. So let's start doing that and let's stop hating on each other. You feel what I'm saying? Learn how to congratulate your brother. When you see your brother, greet your brother. That's what's wrong with us in the world today. We do more harm to each other than anybody else do to ourselves. We got to learn how to love each other and respect each other, man. You understand? Stop blaming everything on gang members or OG motherfuckers. I'm OG that paid my due to society. I try to give back by turning my life around and trying to be a positive role model in my community. I feed the homeless. You understand what I'm saying? I talk to any child that want to talk to and want to listen. You understand what I'm saying? What better gang expert than an ex-gang member? Because a person who haven't walked a mile in my boots, man, ain't got no full knowledge about gang activity. And I'm talking about Charleston White, American Buster. These swifty blue fat funky ass talking about can't nobody, you need to check in. I don't know what this check-in shit coming in at, man. Check-in is dealing straight with the game. It's not dealing with square living. Squares ain't got to check in because squares ain't doing nothing illegal. You feel me? Checking in is when you claiming these hoods, these rappers is claiming these hoods when they know they ain't from these hoods. So they got to check in to get in here. You understand what I'm saying? We got to learn how to be more respectful with each other, man. This is the fucked up part about it in the black and brown community. We got the solution to our problem, yet we're afraid of executing the solution to our problems. Let's start being afraid, start having enough courage to stand up for one another in our community and build our communities, rebuild our communities and take them back to where it used to be, where it was safe for kids to play, where they ain't have to worry about no drive-by shootings. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get the gang graffiti off these walls, man, off these storefronts. You understand what I'm saying? Let's start contributing to each other places of business. Black folks need to contribute to black businesses. I'm not being a racist. I'm not trying to say I'm prejudiced or nothing like that. All I'm saying is, why go outside of your community if somebody else had the same type of product in your community? Hey, don't stop taking the money to another community that don't care for you. See, this is a cold thing, man. In my community, anybody can live in my community, but I couldn't move in any community based on the color of my skin. So who the racist ones and who's the prejudiced ones? Let's start really looking at the bigger picture. With that said, man, this is the best 11 minutes I can give y'all, 12 minutes I can give you. I got to go to work. I've been feeling real sick, still feeling kind of sick. Again, ain't nobody told you they love you lately. OG Bam love you. With that said, y'all have a lovely day. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. Tap in for later on show.